on, family? So we're here, baby. We got to do a lot of moving around, a few speaking engagements we need to do. So I wanted to bring you along with me, right? So I'm going to a really good friend. Actually, she's family. Y'all know who King Ashley Ann is, right? So she's having an event. She wanted me to come speak. So I said, hey, I'm there. That's one woman that I will do pretty much anything for because that's like family. So, you know, we got the jet. We're ready to go. I'm definitely going to show you some things that we're going to be doing because this is going to be a pretty eventful trip. So let's have some fun. Let's hang out. Let's go meet some entrepreneurs because there'll be a lot of them there. Let's just have fun. This is what we do.
I got Hitman on the beat.
School out. Secure the bag with 1017 Scoochie.
Scoochie.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, East Atlanta.
Yeah.
Well, Miami.
Go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all these racks I'm count, I think that my machine about to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash. So when they swear from Puerto Rico, we go hard for the cheese. It's all legit, we making grip, they think I'm still selling keys. I just Cartier my eyes, cost 5 G's just to see.
All right, so let's have a talk. I know a lot of you all are asking, hey, is that the vegan trainer guy? Like, wasn't he a trainer? Wasn't he talking about nutrition? Why is he talking about stocks? And why is he investing now, right? I want to talk about this because a lot of people like to box you in, right? We don't tend to celebrate growth in our community. Black and brown community just, I don't know what it is. It's like, you're a trainer now, you're supposed to be a trainer forever. And I wanted to let you all know that that's not what this thing is about. If you are a trainer, if you are a beautician, if you are a chef, whatever it is, that's not your end all be all. I encourage you, as a matter of fact, I challenge you to take that money you're making as a chef, as a personal trainer, as a beautician, whatever it is, take that money and learn how to invest it. Especially if you want a higher life. A lot of people want more things than what they have currently, but they're still working the same jobs, right? So I wanted to mention that because nobody ever thought that the vegan trainer would be flying on private jets everywhere, investing in the stock market, driving Lamborghinis and Rolls Royce. Like, nobody thought that, right? But that's what I knew I was destined for. That's what I've been working for the whole time. This thing was never about vegan trainer for life. It's about taking one thing, building it, and then improving and moving on to the next level. So that's what it's about for me, and I encourage you to do that. Now, the second thing I wanted to touch on is, I know y'all been asking, hey Tay, we saw you gain a little weight in that last video. You talked about you had surgery, right? How was that going? Well, I'm still doing all of my same stuff. A lot of you all are asking, am I still vegan? Yes, I'm still vegan. Yes, I'm still doing my thing. We're working. I'm back down already, about 15 pounds. You see, I got my water. For those of y'all who gonna talk about my Fiji, this ain't the best. It's just most available, right? Because I get that all the time. Why you always drinking Fiji? It's like, that's what's available, right? But this is not my favorite water. But anyway, I just figured I'd answer a few of the questions that I've been hearing, I've been seeing in the comment section. Because a lot of you all have been confused about what's going on with this page. So that's what it is. I'm showing you what evolution looks like. So once again, I encourage you to continue to evolve, continue to work on yourself while you're in your current craft. And maybe then you'll be able to have the life you want as well. Let's get it. Family, so we're here. We're in Arkansas, okay? I came here for my lady, right? My sister. You may know her as King Ashley Ann on Instagram. That's like family to me. So Teri and I, which is my other sister, of course, we decided, hey, you having an event, you're talking about entrepreneurship, you're talking about investing, we gotta be there, right? And it's Ashley, so of course I was gonna show up. So we're here. Accelerate 180 is the event. check it out. I definitely think by the time this comes out and you see it, Accelerate 180 should have replays. Whatever it costs, buy it. I promise you it's gonna be worth it, all right? So Teri and I, we're about to get on stage, drop a little information, give the people what they want, right? You know how that thing goes. And let's just be honest, when it comes to trading, not investing, when it comes to trading in this circle, you wanna hear from Teri and I. We are the big dogs, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I can't wait to get into that. We're gonna have some fun, so check it out, watch how we get down. I got the whole team here, right? We loaded up the jet as you saw. Now we're about to have some fun and do what we do best. So a lot of game gonna be going out. So tap in, listen up. Let's see how we do it.
To apply the principles he successfully used to rapidly transform over 6,000 plus clients.
Mosley, better known as Fee. I am an entrepreneur and also a stock market trader and investor, especially to newbie traders. And I have the honor of being able to share this stage with two of my favorite people who are the most successful and profitable traders that I know, Teri and I. And I want you guys to actually individually share your story of how you started trading, highlight some of the things on your journey, your best accomplishments, and also like some of your student highlights as well. Teri, we'll start with you.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna do something different because we've been sitting down all day. So can everybody stand up? Hey, 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 hey. I love it, thank you guys, thank y'all. But for those that don't know my story, I really was an assistant principal making $60,000 a year. I've been in education and nonprofits for 10 years. And if anybody else knows, I was overworked, I was tired, I was just feeling like I wasn't valuable, questioning every move because my bosses were crazy. And I decided to take my side hustle of trading and make it my main hustle. I got so good at it that I was able to make $300 a day, quit my job and started traveling all over the world. But then, after I was traveling, people started asking me to teach them how to trade. We have the #1 course on Teachable now. It is literally we almost hit $30 million in sales as a Teachable course. And then I myself have gotten better as a trader too. So I went from making $300 a day to $1,000 a day, to $100,000 in a day, and now recently, just last week, $1 million in a day, trading stocks. Yeah. So, you can do it, that's me. I'm Teri Ijeoma from Trade and Travel. Can't wait to answer all your questions.
All right, my favorite person, Tay Sweat.
What's going on, everybody? Now look, let me tell you something. I can't beat that, all right? I can't beat that introduction, so don't expect it. No, but these are my two favorite ladies. If y'all don't know, we live in Puerto Rico, so we all caught a flight up. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. Y'all don't worry about that. So I came up with Secure the Bag. For those of y'all, anybody heard of Secure the Bag? There we go, there we go. Shout out to my people in the building. You know, I'm gonna just keep it short because we got some questions we want to get to. So for me, I started vegan trainer. Like my lady just said, I turned it into an 8-figure business. I didn't know what to do with my money, right? I didn't know what to do with my money. So I was like, well, let me go to the stock market. So I went to the stock market and that was all she wrote. You know, kind of like Teri just said, you know, we started with $100 a day, then we went to $1,000 a day. You know, I ain't at $1 million yet a day, but you know, we do about $1 million a month. So I think that's all right. I think I can feed my family with that, I think that's enough, right? But no, so now we're, we got 4,000 people in the group, and we just, we're helping a lot of people. We created maybe about 10, 15 millionaires. So I'm trying to get some more millionaires in the building,
Who's the next millionaire?
That's right. That's
right. And so the stock market is so valuable, but people have a lot of reservations and fears because of the myths of the market. And we are here to debunk what we feel are the 4 biggest myths that we see in the stock market. So let's get right into it. Number 1, a lot of people think the stock market is a gamble or a scam. How many people have thought this? Like, I don't really know if this thing is like really that organized or structured. Like, I think it's scammy or like people just in here gambling. What do you guys think about that?
My biggest thing is and I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep it real with y'all for a minute. Black and brown people, I love my people, right? We so quick to write stuff off, right? Y'all feel me? And the reason why I say this is because everything that we've been doing, we want to show what black power looks like. Yeah. We want to show you what's possible. And the only way for us to show you what's possible is to at least open your mind. And some people will see me, they'll see the jewelry, they'll see the Lambos and stuff, and they'll go, oh, he's a scammer. And I'm like, why would you write me off? Right. I got something you want, and you need to listen, right? So I'm gonna just touch on that and just say that anytime you see someone who's doing or getting somewhere that you might wanna be, you might just wanna listen. Because it's a lot of stuff out there we just weren't taught. And that's why we're here. We wanna teach it to our people.
So I think that the fear of trading turns into a gamble when you don't know what you're doing. So you have a lot of people, especially last year, that opened up a Robinhood account, didn't know what they were doing, and then just threw some money at it. It didn't work out, and then they said, oh, it's not for me. You can't win because I lost. But if you have a trading plan, and that's what I teach my trade and travel students, like we have 7 steps we take every single time, and it's calculated. In there, we're thinking about our reward to risk ratio. We're thinking about how do you pick good companies. We're looking at charts, which is stock price in the past to see where it's going to go in the future. Then we're even figuring out our quantity size. Should I have 8,000 shares or should I just trade 100? When you do all the work on the front end, it's no longer a gamble, it's a calculated risk. And just like in any investment, if your reward is 3 times your risk, then you can take that trade all day. So that's how you stop the gamble piece of it. You get educated, you learn how to follow a trading plan, and you have some risk management in there. Like, I'm sure Tay will speak to it, but there's ways to protect yourself from losing. There's order types like stop losses. It's not a gamble if I know the most I can lose is $100 in this trade. So those are some ways to stop the gamble.
So I know personally I may spend a couple of hours a day trading. I know you just mentioned maybe 1 to 2 hours, and you're talking about how short it is, that it takes to trade. But you just mentioned the education. Now I'm gonna start threading in questions that we didn't get to downstairs because I got y'all my people. Now, how long should people invest in the education before they get to the point where they only need 2 hours a day? Because the education takes a little time, but when you got it, that's when the 1 to 2 hours kicks in.
That's a great question. And I have a lot of students that get so upset because they haven't made $1 million in 2 weeks of being in class. They're like, oh my God, Teri. I'm like, oh, what is wrong? I'm thinking they really having issues. I'm only making $600 a day. What? Wow. You've been in the class for 2 months. That's amazing.
Let me say this. We make more annually, we make more in a week than a doctor makes annually. Right? I'm gonna say that again, so we need to pause on that.
All right, teach me.
In 1 week, we make more singly, not together. She makes more than a doctor annually, and I make more than an annual salary of a doctor within 1 week. Now, I'm not saying that just to pat ourselves on the back. I'm saying that because we want, and when I say we, I mean the black and brown community, or people, period. We have this expectation that we want to make that type of money without going through the work like doctors do, right? So what I say is, hey, a doctor, they got to go to school 10 years. I would say a year of learning the stock market, paper trading, which is where you get your practice in. After a year, you should have it. So that's your realist. And let me say this: how many people went to college, 4-year degrees, right? Y'all went to school for 4 years plus, got out and maybe made what, 100K, right?
Wish.
If you're lucky, if you're lucky. All I'm asking for is a year, and I'll make you 100K in a couple weeks, couple months, depending on how much money you got in there.
Right.
But we can do it. But we can do it though, right?
Yeah.
It's possible. The time is just a year. So just lay down. Our saying is stay down till you come up. So just stay down, learn, and the money will come.
Yeah. And I will say too that both of us have been trading a long time.
Yes.
So I've been trading 11 years. So I'm at a point now where what you see is 11 years of practice and work. So you all should know that at first it starts small. Make sure that your goals are right too.
Right.
Let's look at, can I make $100 in a day? Can I do that consistently? Let me just be positive. Then once you master that, now it's okay, can I make $200 in a day? You know, incrementally increase your goal. I have some people in my DMs, we say, oh, okay, well, you know, what is your goal? What are you looking to do? Oh, I want to make 30 to 40K. I'm like, okay, how much are you investing? Oh, I'm investing $30 to $40. No. It's good. Set your expectations correctly. I know in mine, I say your goal is to make 1% of your cash amount. Like that should be your goal. Whatever, if you're trading with $2,000 on a regular basis, try to make $20. That's 1%. And then as you get better and better at that, you'll see your percentages will go up and your amount of money will go up. So you'll be able to start scaling.
Absolutely. I agree with everything what she just said. Yeah, absolutely.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for pouring into so many people. And for you all, thank you guys so much. Let's make sure to get out of our heads, get over ourselves so we can get to this money. All right? Thank you guys so much. So I want you guys to break down the difference between actual trading the stock market and investing in the stock market, because it's a significant difference. And you all dominate a space as swing traders where you kind of have the flexibility to go on like whatever extreme of the spectrum that you want to. So explain the difference so everybody knows.
I can start.
Yeah.
So to me, I see the difference kind of like the same way that there's flipping versus long-term investing in real estate. So in real estate, you can buy a house and keep it for a long time, and there's lots of ways to make money on that. You can, you know, have a renter, be a landlord, let it appreciate, sell it later down the road. Or if you're a flipper, you buy it fast, you know, fix it up, and then flip it in the next month or two just to get your money first. Neither one of them is better or worse than the other. They're just different. And the person that's investing has different goals. One of them who's a longer term investor, he may just want to have something for retirement, he or she. And then the one who is flipping, they might want to just have money fast so that they can go on to the next project. That's essentially what we do with stocks. And I know for both of us, we invest in stocks that we probably would keep for a long time because they're healthy, they're good companies, but we just trade in and out of them because we trade for income. We make money so that we can then put it on something else, whether that's a car. I'm thinking about your cars, whether that's a car or for me, it's a trip to Greece or something. We need the money now so we can pay for our bills.
Absolutely. That's a perfect example. And I'll even take it a little further because I know any real estate investors in the house? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I like it. So real estate and the stock market is very, very similar, right? And to take it a step further, something that we do with options, real estate also has wholesaling, right? Where you put a contract on a house, you don't plan on buying the house. You just want to get somebody else the house for your finder's fee, essentially, right? You show that there's some profit that can be made in this project, and then you sell them or assign them the contract. This is what we do with options. It's simply saying, hey, I think this stock is going to do this, and if we're right halfway, the contract that we bought is more expensive now. It's more valuable. And then we sell it to somebody else. arbitrage, right? Playing the differences. So that's essentially what we're doing. And I like what you said, because even one of her clients or one of her students who renovated their kitchen with the trading money she made, that's exactly what I do. I do not spend my own money. If I worked for it, I will not spend it. Big facts. I will not spend it. So for example, she mentioned like my cars, right? One of my cars that I love, absolutely, I have a Lamborghini. It was $700K cash. And I'm like, I'm not giving you $700K for this. I put the $700K in the trading account. I traded it, made another $700K, and then I gave them that. I kept my money. So this is what I teach a lot of my people. If you want to come in and you want the things, I call it goofy stuff, right? The shoes and all this stuff, it's beautiful, it's nice, but it's goofy, right? Why would you pay $3,000 for a pair of shoes that you worked for? Why would you spend your money on that, right? So I like to tell people, get out there. If you want to short-term invest so that you can have the lifestyle that you want, that's fine, right? It's perfectly possible, because that's what we do. That's what we teach people to do. And you take your money that you work for and you let it work for you. And that way you always keep every single dime. If you want every single dime you've ever worked for, you keep it, and that continues to make you money.
We could, but they
they just told us to stop. I know, it's getting juicy.
I know.
It's getting juicy. I know.
There was a question over here, some questions here.
Family, so that's it. We have had our fun here in Arkansas. I'm ready to go back to Miami, I'll be honest with you. Ashley, it's been real, it's been fun. I loved everything here. We got some good people we got to meet, got to speak with, but I'm ready to go back home, right? So Arkansas is not my taste, right? It's not my cup of tea. So we're here to head out. We're gonna go back to Miami, hang out there for a while, drive the baby. You know, I'm gonna pull the Lambo back out. So we're gonna have some fun. Like I said, right now I'm just kind of focused on me, family, make sure I take care of everything. I'm not where I want to be as far as getting my health back in shape. So let's get back to Miami. Let's get back in routine. Like I mentioned in the past video, when we first went to Puerto Rico, I was talking about getting back in that routine. We're in it now. So this was one of the things I had to go do, was come here for this event for Ashley. I'm pretty much done for the next month. So I'm gonna stay low. I got another really big event coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Let's go.